Hello, friend and fellow trader. It's Will here over at the Forex Ace, and welcome back to another weekly market forecast. Today's video, we're going to go over some of my favorite trade setups for the week ahead, first week of November 2025. So let's get into the good stuff. So if you're not following me already on TradingView, you can here, the Forex Ace. So let's get into the video. So now, if you hear a bit of background noise today, I'm actually in an airport hotel here in Kuala Lumpur. So you might hear a lot of things, a lot of players outside. So let's, so this video we're going to look at three setups. This is my weekly swing trade list. Okay, we're going to look at the Euro USD, British pound, Swiss franc, and then Swiss franc, Japanese yen. So I'm going to head over to the charts. First thing we're going to look at is the Euro USD. Zooming out to the monthly chart first, what I always like to do when I'm, especially for my swing trades, like to see where we are in the higher time frames. So looking at the monthly, we have in sort of downtrend here. We hit it again in August. It hit this, or sorry, September. Hit this, nearly hit this trend line also. That's what I'm looking at in the monthly. Also, we have a buy zone, support zone down around here, just between those monthly closes, and that's those swing highs there, swing high around 112. So I do suspect we're going to dip down into this area. Zooming into the weekly chart. Okay. Market has been moving up. Then you see the total trend is a posted trend line. We've moved it in a sideways period of distribution. Okay, we got this range here. We got one up to the trend line, more or less hit the trend line, and then goes back in below this 118 and 116 range, which was holding for quite some time. Last week we got the break down through this, the 116, closed below it, closed below these lows here, and so this is bearish to me. Weekly chart should also hit this low here, 114. So how would I play this week? What I'm actually looking to do is wait for pullback up in back inside that range towards 116,500. You might actually sit and forget entry is 116,500, but I will also be manually looking at the charts daily and looking for sort of momentum, nice move back up in above 116, 116 toward 116,500, and then looking for strong momentum in the lower time frames, maybe a divergence or a MACD crossover. We can see we've also got that MACD crossover in the daily. The yellow moving average is starting to slope even more downwards, so this is all indicating we are going to head south here. Looking at the daily charts, oh sorry, it was on the weekly. Daily charts. Yeah, also, so what I want to see is really move up towards that and above, like I said, 116 to 116,500, up towards that yellow moving average. And target will be, first target is this low here. We see something like that, come down that. So a lower time frame signal on this would be, when we look at a 3-hour chart, we are getting ready to cross up on the 2-hour, which is going to validate this setup. So I'll move up above 116, something like this. You get a break up, another move up towards 116,500, and then something like that with the MACD moving averages doing something like this. Okay, slowly grinding up, then short-term sideways movement, crossover, and crossover with a divergence, which you can see here. So price crossed over here, price, you got the fake move back up as it was crossing, which gave the divergence signal also, and then price moved down. So something very, very similar to that is what I'm looking for in Euro USD. Next one is British pound Swiss franc. And zooming out to the weekly charts, sorry, monthly first. The first thing you want to draw that's low. This was from the Gulf disaster in 2022, the Liz Truss budget. We also want to see these monthly closes here, which price have been closed above till last month. We actually broke down and closed below this 107 area, and then we had the 106 support also, which was here. And so I'm actually looking to buy this week. I know that's why I longer term over the month we could move all the way down to this 101 area. I can't see it, but it could happen. Looking at the weekly charts, okay, we've got a very, very overextended move, keeps grinding down to the downside. This keeps on grinding down on the weekly charts. We look at the daily. I want to also do last week's low. Coming into the daily. Okay, what I'm liking on the daily chart here is we're starting to see a cross up. MACD is like moving averages are looking like they're crossing up, which is something that I look for. So when I see that, I want to see a fake out to the downside, which is what I'm looking to play. So if they've moved up on the 4-hour chart, so I want to see a pullback down towards 1054, and then in the gap, and you can see we've got a small buy zone, small lower time frame buy zone here in the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, moving down, so I want to see price pull back to this area, 105,500. Stop loss against to be under these lows. My stop loss on my weekly swing trades is 130 pips. So this is why I'm targeting 105,400. Looking for something to come down like that. Manual signal on this. If you don't want to do manual signal on this is pretty basic. 1 hour, 30-minute chart. Price to come down into this area. Touches it, get the initial bounce, then fake out back down. Maybe pops to the lows, stop below those lows there, and then straight back up. You'll also notice that on a let's see a signal. Next week, so you'd also want to see the MACD cross. This is something I like to use. Price, this is a perfect example there, the 1 hour chart. You see price out crossed up. Then you can fake out to the downside. That is your manual entry signal. And then you enter short to go higher. That is the reason for the British pound Swiss franc setup. Now the next one is, okay, this one has been going crazy more or less for the last few years. Swiss franc, Japanese yen. And I'm looking to short this week at 192,400. And I will explain why now. Okay, we don't have any reference to the left. that there's, because these are, just keeps on hitting new highs. Big bullish breakout last month. We have this buy zone here. Okay, price moved higher, swing low paused, then new swing high. This is an area of interest for buyers to probably sellers to target and buyers to look to buy in again for another push up. So I'm looking to play this week a possible retracement, another weeks down towards this zone here, and then you'd want to, if it holds, you want to be kind of wary of buyers coming back into the market. So this is what I'm looking at on the monthly. Zooming out to the weekly. A pretty overextended move here, but spinning top handle our indecision last week. Didn't really break out higher like previous weeks. So still above my short-term moving average. Actually, moving averages look like they are starting to cool down. If you zoom into the daily chart, okay, we still have this gap to fill. A lot of FX gaps do tend to fill more often than other markets. So this is kind of an area where you're likely to see the market be drawn to maybe the coming days, coming weeks. If we look at the daily charts, okay, perfect MACD crossover. We have had price trending up, and as you can see, as we've hit this kind of last week 192, either 192.800, market has been moving sideways in a distribution period. MACD is crossing over, so I want to see, just let me see, one of our chart. If you look at the 12-hour chart here, we can see that the MACD crossed over here. Then you got the fake out to the upside, and then this candle here. This is pretty telling to me that price had failed to the next candle failed to push higher and is sold off. So this is kind of indicating to me that we are heading down. Towards firstly this support. What we want to see is move up above 192 again, and then sell this down. First support is 189, possible reaction there, and then move down to fill this gap. So that's what I'm looking for in the Swiss franc Japanese yen. We do have the inflation numbers out of the Swiss franc Japanese yen today. So that is my three favorite trade setups for the week ahead. If you want to access my full list, you can join the weekly swing trade service via the link below. I also have free Telegram groups where you can join there. It's absolutely free currently, where I send my daily trade ideas. And I also have a gold trading group starting also. So find all those links in the description area of the video. If you find value in the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I shall see you in another video very, very soon. Well over at the FX ACE.